Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Now, Dana is dead, and we've started to get into the politics of replacing her and what to do with my little sentence. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what kind of shit happens. So yes, we have visitors. I'll take Dahlia first. This is actually not Dahlia, but the one that Dahlia told me about. Oh. Fuck me, I look like shit. I don't even know why I bothered to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. Guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. Today's my birthday. I should have got myself a cake or whatever. I'll put a candle on a hot dog or something. Will Denaton release a new game soon? It's been way too long since Hotline Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring 2. Elden Ring 2? Slay. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. Life doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't make any fucking sense. How does everyone else manage not to hate themselves? I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. Hey, fucking men, dude. Wasn't the Akara system supposed to make us all happy? That crappy AI overlord probably doesn't have enough processing power to save a miserable being like me. I hope those idiots don't ask me to hang out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. Fuck, I forgot toilet paper. Surprise! Come on, guys. Happy birthday to you. I started that way too fucking high because I was not expecting to sing it. Anyways. Dear dead name, no. Happy birthday to you. Woo! But also a horse mask? Or a horse person. Happy birthday, did we surprise you? Ha ha ha. Come on, make a wish. I wish. Don't say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay. In that case. Slay. Welcome. I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. Ah, yes. First, I need to come to terms with being in outer space and having become a witch. That's right. You're a witch now, girl. How do you know I'm a woman? Only women can become witches, so there's no doubt about it. Huh. Everyone seems to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had a chance to get out of the closet to myself, but everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather me switch back to masculine pronouns? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't all happen on my terms. Well, you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. Guess I should be celebrating. But I can't still picture myself out of this ugly beard and hoodie. I believe I can help you with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind? Some kind of glow up? You'll be the one doing the transition. I'll just offer some guidance. It's not very different from what all of us witches had to go through. None of us descended in these cool robes and hats. I'm an engineer. I wouldn't know where to begin with designing an outfit. It'll all come to you, trust me. Shall we perform a rite? I did it for my sister once. You can just relax. This is a pretty cool moment in a witch's life. Ah, I'm in your hands. Whatever. First of all, I'm going to summon a Fate Master's disc to check on our chances of success for the ritual. Chances of success? Does this mean I can fail? Not really. It'll just mean you'll take more time to figure out your witch identity, but it'll come to you in time. Great. Just try to enjoy it. Sure. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is by making some tea. I'm going to interview you to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll pour them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. Huh, that sounds so surreal. But sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method, and now I wouldn't go about it any other way. I'm kind of envious, since this is something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course, interview the shit out of me. Question. Tell me about yourself. What to say about myself? Well, what do you like to do? A bit of your background, whatever you think is essential to your being. When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample a friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. It's the first thing that came to mind, and I find myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind's idle. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, Western movies, and gardening. Oh, gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Well, I mostly grew marijuana and chili peppers. Is there a pot in space? There is. Everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there's way better stuff you can get a hold of now, being a witch and all. Nice, I can do with some of that. Sure, I'll get you set up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really, maybe cooking. I love cooking, but too often I find myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Well, you have all the time in the world now. Sure. So, did you find any useful? What's that spicy food? Yeah, whoa. Something the matter? Not at all. It surprised me, but as soon as you said it out loud, I felt a strong connection to it. You nailed it. Huh, great. Now, question. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children for sounds? No. Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens, some of others craft daggers, some of us organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun. Make some true friendships, visit different places. I felt trapped too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all of that outside your occupation. Any crafts you may be interested in? I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions, or maybe an explorer. Any excuse to visit lots of cool places. I picture you as a traveling merchant witch. Yeah. The traveling part sounds fun. But I don't know I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't ascend without the necessary charisma. Comes with the package. Once you find your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. All right. I think I could picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. What would your ideal aesthetic be? Ugh, I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. Use your instincts. Pour out any keywords that come to mind. I don't know. What could be the opposite of this? I'm too embarrassed to say anything out loud, to be honest. I'm not comfortable speaking so openly about how I'd like to look. Take your time. Something flashy? Sexy? Ugh, shit, what am I saying? I feel like any look would be too big for me to fill. I want to feel good about myself, but I don't want to overdo it. A witch isn't capable of overdoing her looks. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes, but she's one hell of a woman. Well, you're a hell of a woman, too. I don't feel ready to own that. So how about something empowering? Oh, I'd love that. Do you really think I could pull it off? I don't have any doubt. Okay, let's go with empowering then. Cool. I have enough. Let's pour you a cup. They're not as high as I'd like them to be. They're good enough. Fill the rest with your willpower. You can do this. All right, let's drink this. Cheers. Oh, what a fucking sleigh. Oh my goodness, you look amazing. Do I? Yes, you're stunning! I can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself. Yes. I feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. How can I ever repay you? You just become the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. Can you feel it now? You're calling? Yes! I'm the 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕐. Oh, that's so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do from now on. So many questions. I feel anxious and excited. I can help you out with that. My specialty is helping witches dealing with questions using my deck. Oh, Dahlia told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to brew some tea instead of letting me see your deck. So, yes, please. I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. Alrighty, let's read. I propose we look into what role you'll play in the coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yeah, that's cool. Also, what do you say we look into the future to see what you'll call yourself so you can start using your name right away? Yes, please. Can't go by Untitled Witch Project forever. Nice. Anything else you want to ask while we're at it? I'm fine with just that. Let's see if I remember discovery. Very well. Now focus on these questions while I shuffle my deck. Ugh, what a slay. I'm going to put that in name because that would be a badass name. Cassia the Peppermancer, Faye the Peppermancer, Ileana the Peppermancer. I'm going to go with Ileana. That's pretty slay. They're all the same. Slay. Ileana. Sounds so alien to me. It feels like stealing a name from my identity database or something. But I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You're welcome, Ileana. And your roll. Beautiful. At some point, you will break the magical pact and will be forced to serve as an arbiter. You're going to grow magical peppers, and they are going to be in high demand, especially the Lust Reapers, which will multiply sexual arousal and stimulus. You'll grow a variety of spicy peppers known as Truth Chili, and they'll become an essential item in the upcoming elections. I'm going to go with the Lust Peppers. That feels right. Hell yeah. That sounds like totally my shit. I know a great deal of witches who will want to bid on your harvest. That is just perfect. Some business is just what I need to keep my mind off the astral mess I've gotten myself into. I'm eager to learn the ropes of witchcraft. Well, you better get ready for a crash course. Totally. I'm supposed to grow some peppers and I don't even have a home or a garden yet. Huh. You should talk with Jasmine about that. She's a gardener too. I'm sure she can set you up with a nice cosmic parcel. Perfect. I'll go and meet her after this meeting. Thank you so much. You're welcome. That's a wrap. How'd you like my divination? Super cool. You've got a great talent. Although I'm not sure if I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of fate's existence and knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it can cause that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had a talent like yours. So tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to the peppermancy. It can be maddening at times, yes. What are you planning to do now? Dahlia wanted to introduce me to more people. And now I feel ready for it, thanks to you. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me anytime. I will. Goodbye. Okay, but that is such a slay. Okay. I'm gonna take Greta. Because I would like to know what she's been up to. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Greta. How are you? Better than ever, thanks to you. And I'm not just talking about the behemoth, eh? Listen, I wanted to thank you for helping me. Here. Gaetherian. So that's her behemoth. Terrors often roam the cosmos, unable to harm anyone, until someone lets them in. Then they become fears of a whole sisterhood. Okay, but what a slay. Thanks. You craft your own cards, right? I managed to capture my behemoth's essence inside a super arcana. Hopefully it's useful to you. This is fantastic, Greta. Thank you so much. Glad to hear you like it. I thought with the upcoming elections, your hands are going to be full attending to many witches. Hope this helps. You're right. We're all about to get in a fine mess. Heard our friend Dahlia's running for leader. That's right. Are you planning on supporting her with your cards? Absolutely. My new deck is definitely going to be an asset during these elections. I couldn't think of a better counselor. I look forward to seeing you and Dahlia win the race. This coven is due for some major change. We've had enough conservative leaders. I'll do my best. What do you think about the whole mess of eating or freeing Adana's corpse? Absorbing her power sounds tempting. I'm curious about where I could take my divination if I became more powerful, and it would surely help you with your quest to find the meaning of life, too. That sure is tempting. Dahlia won't be happy to hear you talk like that, though. I myself haven't decided yet. Both options are too interesting. I'll let the contestants do their work and present solid arguments towards their stances. Then I'll see. That's a wise plan. Anyway, I should be going now. I feel the urge to start reading some political treaties. Do you think studying politics will get me closer to understanding the meaning of life? I don't know. Who does? Well, I'll be leaving now. See you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm actually going to go craft a card with the new shit that I've got. I feel different. Adana's eye still pulsing inside my skull. I feel as if I could see beyond the pictorial representations of the arcana. Maybe you could spend a little magic to peek behind the cosmic curtain. Huh. I don't need to just yet. Okay, I've got a fuck ton of water energy. I'm gonna do this one. Actually, yeah, I'll use this. Allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Emotion, intuition, substance, and truth. Yeah, we'll select that. And then I know I've got some major arcana to use up. Gearthen. Or we have these as two others. Coppersmith. Gearthen. Yeah. So Coppersmith's freaky. I say we go with Gearthen, yeah? Okay. And I think I've got another one, right? The pith cloth. I think I don't need to use all of them on this one, so I'll do another. I might do that one because it goes well with the underwater theme. Swordfish liquor, sure, but this will be fun. So we'll go with this. Oh, fuck, what a sleigh. Okay. I mean, I like that, but this is also pretty sick down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the original. Have the skull, have the fire. That's fun. It doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to be usable. Ooh. Okay. Ichthyophobia. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to most profound emotions. Establish a dialogue with your intrusive thoughts. Whispers from everyone you love paint the most horrific worlds. Seashells pour the discovery into friends and foes alike. That's kind of sick. Okay. Great. Then let's talk to the mathematician witch. Junrisha. Our colleague Jasmine asked me to meet with you to explain the advantages of devouring Adena and becoming stronger as a group. This is an important matter, so let me know when I can visit at your earliest convenience. And I agree, babe. I agree with Dahlia on everything else, but I think we should devour her. For real. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches. So first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry. That introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It's just imperative that we eat Adena's corpse. Whoa, I thought you came to do some conniving, not just to order me around. We are inches away from unblocking a new dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates to more witches. Who knows? It is possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That'd be very convenient. I can expose some pretty solid arguments, if I may. Be my guest. Do you mind if I summon a Fate-Mancer's disc to calculate the chance of our interests will align? I know your disc's secret. And what may that be? Your invention is pretty convenient for any witch facing some kind of critical situation. What they don't know is that the disc is also recording everything, collecting information for you. That is true, indeed. How did you learn about it? My third eye isn't just for looking. I believe you to be the first person to know. Please don't disclose it to the rest of the coven, or you will deprive them of an essential tool. Okay, I won't. But don't you think this is, to say the least, unethical? Ethics lose all meaning when you spend a decade trapped inside the dungeons of the Inquisition. I need to gather as much information as possible for the betterment of my holistic formula. I don't disclose secrets, if that's what you're worried about. Still, the mere knowledge of your peers' issues is a clear violation. It's irrelevant. Those aren't the ethics of the privileged. When you are faced with death, when you become a survivor, it's all about results. How about you summon a minister of secrets, at least, so that you can't possibly disclose any sensitive information? I don't see it as necessary, but I will if that helps you from sabotaging my project. It'll make me feel better, yeah. Understood. Do you mind if I summon a Fate-Mancer's disc anyways? Sure, go on. Good. The first thing I want to use to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power is a present. I learned that you craft your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own and not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. The Penitent One, a lone survivor of the Brotherhood of Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. Fascinating. Thank you. While I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met a penitent pilgrim. He didn't say anything, but he left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Think about the possibilities if you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. It would come in handy. Thank you. I'm aware that for someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough to make up your mind. So next, allow me to make a demonstration of power. Ooh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of the holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. I'm sorry, I laughed. It sounds way too ludicrous. Then go ahead, read my fortune. Throw me your meanest card. It'll be my pleasure. But wait, my formula might damage your deck. In the process, are you sure you still want to go through with it? Do your worst, I'm not scared. I'll take your word for it. My deck is too precious. You're planning to dispel my card, aren't you? Is there a way to get a hold of those magnificent third eyes of yours? Would you like me to help you find one through my divination? Oh, that sounds tempting, but as I told you, I'm immune to the arts of fate. Not much of a perk right now, huh? It's all right, I have my own ways. Even at the cost of a card, do you still want me to demonstrate? I believe it'll be a very valuable lesson. Sure. Do your worst, I'm not scared. Very well, draw a card. Don't be my favorite one, though. I still need you to ask a question of sorts to effectively draw a card. And who knows, maybe you'll be surprised. I won't, but I'll play along. Is there a way for you to effectively access my fate? So you're basically challenging me, huh? I'm offering us both growth. Here we go. I knew one! You're going to destroy this card. Shit, so there's no way around it. I'm afraid not. Could you just not destroy it? Lesson learned. That'd be paradoxical. But if you dispel it, you're effectively following fate. Oh, that's true. You can call it a draw if you'd like. But I am going to dispel the card. Not the shit I just fucking made. No, you haven't just dispelled the card. You obliterated a lot of time I invested in this art. Don't worry, the arcana and energy you spent on it went back to your grimoire. Now they can become something new. That's the beauty of entropy. I can see the beauty of it, yes. It pleases me. Most young witches have too much animosity towards entropy. It's only after embracing entropy that we can fully access growth and regeneration. It can still be a pain in the ass, though. That duality is what makes it the most beautiful thing. I have one more gift. I'd love for you to explore the blessing of entropy. This is a special dark matter serum distilled using the holistic formula. Add it to your cauldron and it'll allow you to dispel cards. That way, you'll be able to recover the arcana energy you used and gather greater room for experimentation and thus growth. Oh, that's interesting. I'll treasure it. Don't, just use it. I know, entropy. It was a figure of speech. Words aren't excluded from the power of entropy. Keep that in mind. Understood. Thank you. So, are you more prone to devour Adana and embrace your gifts? Yeah, you made an excellent point, babe. I already agreed with you before you came. Good. Jasmine will be happy to hear that. I'll be leaving now. Wait. What about the Fate Man's disc? Did it work? Are we friends now? Huh, I don't do friends. Who knows? Only time will tell. So that's how it is, huh? Well, let me know if you suddenly feel the urges to join forces. Likewise. Farewell, Fortuna. Alright, well I just made a fucking card. Now I gotta make another one. Quite a character, this 𝕤𝕠𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟. She's so full of herself. I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They invoke a calm dread. If that makes any sense. I can picture myself getting there at some point if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe. Maybe not. You're too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. Well, if anything, I see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a special kind of confidence to evoke that. Oh, thank you. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, And I'm still on the fence which one you are. Ah, very funny. By the way, that dark matter serum is quite the asset. You think so? Of course, your first cards bear the innocence of a student. It's very romantic and all. But as you develop your expertise, you can recraft those arcana in a more knowledgeable way. I suggest you try it out. Just add a drop to your cauldron over there, and you'll dispel a card and recover the arcana, the energy you sealed into them. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's going to be tough to part ways with those nice pieces of art, though. Maybe. You won't be able to reduce your deck size below 4 cards anyway. You've grown too powerful for that. Your divination won't be able to withstand a reading less than 4 cards at this point. The omnipotent paradox. More or less, yeah. I'll leave you to it. Yeah, I don't need to dispel any cards, baby. I'm all about aesthetics. I don't care what the power does. Okay. Let's do the sunset docs this time. The penitent one takes a lot of that. I'm gonna look at ones that aren't super arcana. Shaman might be interesting. Harvest Oracle's fun. Avian Dancer. Oh, I'll do the Florist. That's great. I just felt a connection to that and I said yes. I'm gonna go for this blue light torch. Okay. I want the irises in here. I used to work at a flower shop, so I'm a big fan of flowers. In case that wasn't obvious. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't finish the card? You think I need one of these? I guess so. Fine. Orpheus. Fascinating. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the Cosmic Wheel. I still love the rough gods. It's pretty sick. Anyways, the tide of salt and melancholy. The fragrance of the last flowers channel love and lust. The florist guards the scent of jealousy. The light of the blue flames brings forth trouble. Oh, it's a bad omen, I see. Abermar, I forgot you were there. Jesus fucking Christ. Jump scare. Fortuna. Not cool. I had to learn you can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you're aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk, Patrice. Come on in, Patrice. An inquiry into values, chapter 5. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. That was me as hell as a kid. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why'd you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when he gets home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much. Besides, how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. I'll make you some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes, yes, yes. Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay, why'd you come to the U.S.? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France to help me. Flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape the fascists. Then we moved to the U.S. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the U.S.? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we going to do, Grandma? Don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Yeah, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. Fortuna, not Fortuna. I don't know why I said that. Anyways. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here, where she died. I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live with the stars. Come on, yeah, I'm old enough already. But it's true. We drove her here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva. She gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza, and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night, there was a beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She's always had special powers, but this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh. Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. And she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went up to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why didn't she come to visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. I'm busy. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. This is such a pattern. I don't know why you keep pushing me away when things get complicated. What I need to do for you to let your big sister in. Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on, I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I skipped it, too bad. Although not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. How's Juliet? You still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Whoa, why'd she do that? She's overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directressness. She depended on a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, the solution was to forgo her freedom. From what she told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. The irony of immortality. How's work? Stupendous, I'd say. While you've been gone, I've managed to become one of the most popular publications among many covens. I even started overseeing a side editorial about magical technology that's been a hit with the Witches and Machina cult. 10 modules you won't be able to live without once you've installed them in your Mac. I know, I'm not proud of those kinds of headlines, but they work wonders. I'm sure. I find them dumb too. But I gotta say, Cosmic Gazette's top 5 trinkets of the week is one of my favorite sections. I know, we should stop trying to play it smart and embrace our love of random lists. For this year's special, we may even go full bait. Top 10 best lists in the cosmos. I'm looking forward to it. And to think I used to be a best-selling author back on Earth. Are you still checking in on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, and Michael arrest. I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point it lost all meaning. It just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. I stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well. Prick. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done with this time? What have you been playing? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. Abermar, show yourself. Fine. Show yourself, Abermar. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean, it talks? Behemoths fucking invented language. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyways. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who would blame you, really? Fucking Adana. I have to use the election as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice. What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want you to get involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait. What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What do you want about? What? You're sorry now? What's going on? Oh shit, your bone cancer. Oh shit, oh my fucking life. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, changes everything. What's going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Athena's corpse visited me recently. She told me that's why she sent me to exile and took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future, I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate no matter the forces behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. It's not cancer. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I took. I did not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying, and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum, but we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her visions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it, like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. Doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case? I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No. Come on. We all have an expiry date, even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice, you know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was immortal. It's weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. All right. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Here we are again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated or whatever, you deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot, but I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside cards, so I can fine-tune the style of my divination and don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you got. Well, that doesn't look great, unfortunately. You'll get to witness the end of the universe and perish along with whomever remains to experience the end of it all. You will die with a duel and another witch over some stupid argument. You'll turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You will be executed for unleashing a terrible force that will obliterate half the witches in the universe. I want her to watch over the end. Or, actually, this tracks. You will turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. Pfft, get real. Me accepting a student? Let alone having enough students to take a favorite among them? That's the most unlikely prediction you've ever made. You're a great mentor, Patrice. Oh yeah? And what's my resume? You've been a great mentor to me, to your children, to your grandchildren. It's not the same. That's caring for your kin. Maybe at some point you'll soften and miss those days of raising fine people. I doubt it, but whatever. Sure. Can't you write me something more exciting? Doesn't work that way. The cards let me action a selection of possible futures and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope. Sorry, they didn't come up in the reading and it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Ah, here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No, I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have been preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyways. Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. So? They called dibs on the seat or what? Things will get too tense if I decide to run now. They'll have to deal with it. For God's sake, we're all centuries old. I demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. You have exactly the same right to run for leader. That's fine and all, but I already told Dahlia I'd help her to become the next leader. What a pity. Let's hope she takes it well when you tell her you're running for leader yourself. But I don't want to run for leader. Come on, Fortuna, you're going to make me beg? It's not a matter of begging. Running a coven requires more than manipulating the future. I'm not ready for that. But you are. You're sensitive and smart. Plus you can scry what's ahead. Well, or write what's ahead or whatever. I'll help you with the bureaucracy. You'll make a fine team. I do kind of want to be leader, because then I can do whatever I want. And I already predicted that Patrice would put up a good fight with Dahlia. Anyways, finally, you're going to make a great leader, trust me. You're not the first one to tell me I'd make a great leader. You're all going to make me believe I should do it. You should. You must. I'll help you. First order of business is to define a program. I'm going to do some scouting and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order. Relax a bit. And we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool. See you later. Bye. Well, that changes things. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air sill didn't seem to make a dent in her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, it's just getting real. Are you excited? After summoning a behemoth, this is child's play. This promises to be a fun ride, I see. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Good idea. A friendly reunion before the race. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have a chance to meet and hang out like old times, so do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side and you're not planning on using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on your opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know. Okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval. Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna go lay down for a bit now. Need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. You find yourself at the age of 5 collecting bones from small animals in the middle of a red forest, loaded with autumn leaves. A misstep, it makes you drop the bones into the river, and the water catches fire. Well, I guess we're gonna end it here then before anything gets too messy. Well, this has gotten really fun and really political, but I am glad that this is how it's worked out, because this is honestly really fun to run for office, even though I'm still technically exiled. And I can write my own fate into making me win. That'd be kind of slay. But also, it wouldn't be my friends losing, because they're still gonna be like my advisors, so I won't feel as bad. But like, I love them. So, but I am excited to see how this plays out, and I hope you guys are as well. If you liked this video and want me to continue the series, please go ahead and leave a like and comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!